I remember what it felt like to have nothing, not the poetic kind of nothing. The real kind, empty pockets, an empty room, an empty future staring back at me every morning. There were nights when sleep wouldn't come, not because of ambition, but because of fear. Fear of bills I couldn't pay, fear of becoming invisible, fear that this was as far as my life would ever go. I was broke, not just financially, mentally, spiritually, physically drained. I watched other people move forward while I stayed stuck. I watched confidence walk past me every day, wearing someone else's face. And the worst part wasn't the lack of money, it was the feeling of being powerless. There is a special kind of helplessness that comes when effort hasn't paid off yet, when hard work hasn't produced results, when promises to yourself start sounding like lies. I questioned my worth. I questioned my strength. I questioned whether I was built for more or built to break. But here's the truth most people never say out loud. Rock bottom is not just a place of pain. It is a place of clarity. When you have nothing left, excuses lose their power. Blame stops working. Comfort disappears. And all that remains is a choice. Stay down or stand up. I didn't wake up motivated. I woke up angry. Angry at my situation. Angry at my past decisions. Angry at the version of myself that kept waiting for permission to be great. That anger became fuel. I stopped asking for sympathy. I stopped explaining my problems. I stopped waiting for rescue. No one was coming, so I made a decision quietly, firmly, without applause. I would become dangerous to my circumstances. I started small, painfully small, early mornings when nobody was watching. Late nights when quitting would have been easy. Days when progress felt invisible. I learned when others were sleeping. I worked when others were distracted. I trained my mind when others numbed theirs. There were setbacks. There were failures that hit hard. Moments when the past tried to pull me back under. But I learned something critical. Failure doesn't mean stop. Failure means adjust and continue. I stopped chasing fast money and started building skill. I stopped chasing approval and started building discipline. I stopped dreaming and started executing. Every day I asked myself one question: what would a stronger man do today? And then I did that whether I felt like it or not. Confidence didn't arrive suddenly. It was earned quietly. It showed up in my posture before my bank account, in my decisions before my results, in my standards before my success. Money followed later. Opportunities appeared when my mindset changed. Doors opened when I stopped begging and started delivering value. The same world that once ignored me began to respect me. Not because I talked more, but because I needed less. I became calm under pressure, focused under chaos, relentless when things got hard. And one day, I looked around and realized something had changed. The bills were paid, the account was growing. The future no longer felt heavy, but more important than the money, I trusted myself. I knew that no matter what happened next, I could rebuild. Because I had already done it once from nothing. Success didn't make me strong. Struggle did. Being broke didn't break me. It trained me. So, if you were listening to this right now and you feel stuck, if you feel behind, if you feel invisible, understand this. Your current situation is not your final form. You are not weak, you are early. You are not failing, you are learning. You are not finished, you are being forged. Use the pain, use the anger, use the silence. Build yourself in private until the world has no choice but to notice. Because one day, not far from now, you'll look back at this version of yourself and you'll respect him. He didn't quit, he didn't fold, he didn't wait, he built his way out. From broke, from helpless, to successful, on his own terms.